We're going to start in mountain pose, and we're going to reach up, and then we're going to drop down and reach for our toes and hold for a couple seconds, and then we are going to do the same thing again, reach up, and then reach down for your toes. Good. Next, we are going to start with a pyramid pose. You're going to have your hips and toes point towards one direction, and you're going to reach your hands down towards the ground and drop your head forward. Try to keep your back straight and hold. Next, we are going to go and do it on the other side. So turn your toes and hips towards the other direction and reach your hands down towards the ground, keeping your back straight again, and hold. Next, we're going to stand up and have our toes pointed forward, and we're going to do a wide fold. First, we're going to reach our chest up and then drop down towards your feet and hold this pose. All right, we are going to do side lunges now. We're going to keep our feet nice and wide, and then we are going to do a pulse from side to side. So you're going to go from the right to the left, and we're going to do this 10 times total. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Next, we are going to do triangle pose. So we're going to keep one foot towards the front and turn the other toes to the side, and then you're going to reach down and the other hand up towards the sky. Your head can either look down to the front or up at your top hand. Now we're going to switch, and we're going to do that on the other side. So turn the other toe out, reach forward, down, and the opposite hand up. Now we're going to go ahead and go into downward facing dog. So go ahead and drop your hands and step the feet back and hold. Now we are going to bring one foot forward and do a low lunge with the knee dropped behind. You can put your hands up on your thigh, and we're going to hold this pose. Now reach your hands down and pull your hips back, and we're going to do a hamstring stretch on that front leg. Try to keep the knees straight and your back straight. Go ahead and go up into that knee and up into a high lunge. Reach the arms up overhead. It's okay if you bobble. Now bring your hands to your chest and bring your weight to the front leg and go up into a warrior 3 pose or a spiral pose, but try to keep your hips down. Go ahead and stand up, and we are going to go back into a downward dog so that we can do all of that on the opposite side. Bring that other knee forward and drop the back knee down and put your hands up on the thigh again to hold. Go ahead into the hamstring stretch by bringing your hips back. Come back up into the lunge, and we're going to go up into the high lunge with your arms up overhead. Now bring your hands to your chest. Reach forward into that front leg and try your warrior three pose. Great job. Now we're going to do some quad stretches as well as dancer pose. So go ahead into quad stretch. Now go ahead and extend into dancer pose and try to hold a balance. Now we're gonna head and switch and try that all on the other leg. So go ahead into quad stretch on the other side. And now extend out into dancer pose again and try to hold a balance. Now we're gonna head down to the mat onto our stomachs and do some cobra poses. We're gonna start with a low cobra, so try to just lift up the shoulder blades and a little bit of the chest and then drop back down. And then we're gonna go up into a medium cobra. Drop back down, and last we're gonna try a full cobra. So try to bring your arms straight and keep your hips towards the ground at all times. If this hurts your low back, then come out of it. We're gonna now go down and into child's pose and hold for a couple seconds. Now come up and onto your shins and keep them hip distance apart, and we're gonna reach back for our ankles and go into camel pose. Try to bring your chest and hips towards the sky and hold. Slowly come out of it, and we're going to go down onto our backs, and we are going to start off with a bridge pose, bringing our hips up towards the ceiling, squeezing our glutes together and hold. Go ahead and come down, and we are going to try wheel pose. So go ahead into a back bend, and if you want, you can rock back and forth to try and get a little bit stronger in this pose. As you come out of this stretch, you can roll up into a ball to counter the same muscles you just worked. Great job.